Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to BNN. So sometime last week, a subscriber by the name Dave sent me this screenshot of a story about Ethnic Kenya, and I was curious. So if you play these two songs, one by Ethnic Kenya, this Figa,
kwanza venye umejibeba nga miudai miupenda napenda chako venye uicheza,
and this other one by this, I think it's a Spanish artist.
Coño. Coño.
You will realize that the beat is actually the goddamn same beat. Like, Ethic, did you just copy paste? Kenyans, did Ethic just copy paste an entire beat? So I was not impressed. And last week, Konshens noticed the group, Ethnic Kenya, and he can be quoted in an article as being very impressed by the group. He said he liked the song. He didn't understand the words, but he was very impressed by the beat. So a question that I wonder is, if it was not for the beat, would this song actually be any good? What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. I gave Ethic a chance to respond to the claims on Instagram. I sent them a DM, and it's been almost 24 hours and they have not replied yet. So I guess they're lost. I wanted to tell the full story, but since they don't respond, nothing much I can do about that. I wanted to find out what other Kenyans think about Ethnic Kenya, and so I asked on all my social media other Kenyans who would be interested in doing an interview about Ethnic Kenya to send me a message, and I sent them this interview questions.
A group from Kenya, Nairobi, by assumption, 5 members, and they're controversial according to Kenyan moral standards, and have been releasing and producing some dope songs for a while.
I think if you live in Kenya, obviously you know who Ethic was. I knew them the first time when they were actually trending on YouTube. I was like, hey, I'm saying, who are these people? So I checked them out.
If I'm being honest, I haven't paid much attention to them, but I have seen a lot of Twitter talk regarding this group, and a lot of people tend to think that they are going to be like the Sauti Sol competitor.
I had them with their famous song Lamba Lolo.
Music is personally me. I like their music, like their vibe and their beats and everything was really good, and I feel like most Kenyans are able to relate to it, because let's be honest, these people came into the industry without anything. They were literally doing their things their own way, and I think that's what people were looking for. People weren't coming into the industry to just pretend with some fake cash that's printed in a machine and some fake rented Lamborghinis. They were just true to themselves, and I think people are able to catch on their vibes and be like, hey, this is good music.
I have been following them ever since, and their music is just, it's an amazing sound. It's unique, especially in the whole Kenyan space. So it's not something that we've heard in a long time. It's a very new sound, and I absolutely love it.
I jam to their music at, say, public settings and parties and events, clubs, whatever. I don't think their music is here to motivate or teach your kids morals or whatever other responsibilities people try and put on them. And here's the thing, these people deliver. I was at Koroga yesterday, and I can say I felt they delivered. Their performance was amazing.
I know all their songs. Their songs, they're bangers. The songs I listen to, I dance to. 3 times the deep sheng, Peter. But I really enjoy their music.
I can listen to their music from morning to evening, literally without stopping. I know their lyrics word to word without even kidding. People jump to their music. Mostly when you go to the clubs, immediately the DJ plays their music. Wow, guys get crazy, you guys get mad, you guys. It's something which is new and so overwhelming, and I love it. Sincerely, I do like it.
Full support of ethic, and tempted to say ethics because there's multiple of them, but ethic. I like the music. I feel that the music is a true representation of the Kenyan vibe. It might not be necessarily the full representation of, Kenyan experience, but it's a representation of the vibe, the energy that is Kenya, this vibrant place that's full of life, that's full of, party, atmospheric, and Mozilla zingine huwa tunafanya na watu wengine huwa wanafanya. Kwa hivyo mkisema hamfanyangi, ethics will tell you that you are doing certain things.
The new song Figa is as people would say, it's a corporate song. Like you can you can play it in lots of different places. So did they steal the beat by Puri and Adje? No, they remixed it. If you go and listen to the song by Adje and Puri and you listen to what they did with their songs, it's absolutely different. It's similar, but it's not the same. It's a remix. With
Figa being their latest one, and controversy sells worldwide, and it's no different in Kenya. So I'm loving it. With everything else that's surrounding it. From the video vixens, they're leveling up as well. Video production quality going all the way up, and how I feel about them using a track that's on YouTube that's already free to use, or depending on the legalities that you have to go through in regards to making sure that you have copyright clearance and all of that, which means that it has gone through that for it to be on YouTube, to be posted up, to be either, I haven't checked if it's on Spotify, but on streaming sites, of which there are groups that's going towards that level. It means that it's been cleared, and it more than anything, it goes to show that the internet has made everything so much simpler, so much more accessible. So if a group of 5 guys who just have the passion of making music can be able to go and take a song that's produced by a producer from a different part of the world and be able to put so much energy in for it to be on rotation, I don't have a problem with it. I have no problems with it at all. You can call your mother, call your father, complain, but with me, they're good, they're fine with me. So yeah, that's it. That's my little 2 cents.
Do I care? Absolutely, I do care, guys. I feel like it's such a shame that Kenyans don't really respect intellectual property, and I have seen a lot of people suffering from this, from photographers to content creators, where some people just come and copy your work and claim it as theirs. If such a big group can result to actions like this, it's so shameful, first of all, because they should be in a position to understand how unfair it is for someone else to take your work and claim it to be yours. They indeed did not get authority to use these beats from the owner of the original beats, and that is such a shame, because they are adding on to the culture of where people do not have they do not respect other content creators' work or other artists in the industry, and that is just a shame, because they are in a position where they should be the ones shedding the light and guiding people to doing the right thing when it comes to appreciating other people's work, so to say. So yeah, that is my take on this, and I feel like as Kenyans, we really need to start appreciating other people's intellectual property and take it seriously, and just support. Do not copy. You can get inspiration, but you should not copy someone else's work or claim it to be yours, because that is plagiarism and it's unacceptable.
Honestly, I was disappointed, because you never know what's happening in the making of that music or that song. Maybe the producer took the music from somebody else, or the person, I've forgotten his name, and then just gave it to them as bits to kind of use, and they didn't really know. Ama something just went wrong. But like personally, I'm not really a fan of like people, taking things or like using things that aren't theirs without recognizing what the original party is from. But we have to give them props because like they're new, they are young, second of all, and they're still learning. So I think people should just give them like some space, man, because they're doing good things. Like they're trying to like break boundaries, and I think as they move on and as they grow, they'll be able to learn. They'll be able to learn like, if you are using somebody's beats, you have to do this way or that way. But like, who knows? Me na some situation is tricky too.
I don't care. Sincerely, I don't think if it's a big deal, because that is what Jamaicans do. That is for sure. You've had love reading, we've had jungle reading, we have bubble up reading. It's not something which is a big deal because it has been there. It's something that has been there, and it's something that you can implement here in Kenya. Yeah, so I think maybe the producer approached the other producer that produced the other beats, paid some shmoney, given the nini, and then they were given the beats and worked with the beats. And I think that's what the Jamaicans do. Someone comes with an original beats, you buy the beats from the original person, from the producer, and then you do your thing, which is not bad. It's normal for me, and that won't affect me being a loyal fan for ethics. That is for sure.
I never knew they stole the beat from somewhere else, though. My phone is running out of space. I never knew they stole the beats from somewhere else. But here's the thing: this is kawa in the music industry. This is kawaida. I think they'd have maybe credited the original producers of the beats. But yeah, that is MJ did it with the dance moves. I mean, people have done it. Yeah, they'd have credited. Anyway, I honestly don't care because I think Figa is still a dope song here.
As you guys can see from the interviews, Kenyans have mixed reactions to their music. Some like it, some don't. And this copying of other people's beats, the general consensus was people don't mind it. People say it was just a remix. I think Kenya is not new to controversy. This past weekend, they were at Koroga Festival and they were involved in a fight. They quickly took to social media to tell the world of how they were just unjustly and unfairly treated by the organizers at Koroga Festival, saying that they were roughed up by the security officers. And they provided videos of the incident and also in the hospital saying that their driver and some members of their staff were roughed up and they wanted legal redress, and they wanted also the organizers at Koroga Festival to pay for the damages and the loss incurred by the group.
Hasa wakoroga hapana jo. Hatuwezi Tanzania alafu tunaenda wanatupiga mabao sawa wanatunyorosha ni ile mjinga. Bana tunapaka koroga mazee. Wanatuita alafu tunakuja wanatupiga yani. Ndio ujinga, hasa lazima watashughulikia. Watalipia mzee gadhe unaumia. Ujinga kabisa.
Manze, mimi nataka justice for Kenyan artists. Mimi nataka justice for ethic. Unaona? Nigeria wanakam kuperform, wanatritiwa vizuri, si atupewe reception poa. We're not given the right reception. And Koroga Festival is behind all this, manze. Our artists are hurt. Tuko kwa hospitali saa hii. Tumeumia vibaya sana, unaona? And all they can do is to treat us as rubbish. Unanielewa? Hiyo mimi sielewi. Mimi nimeumia saa hii. Nacheki. Sijui kama niko na internal injury. Nataka kucheck saa hii kichwa inaniuma. Unaona, but mimi Kenya naweza penda kuambia wase hawa watu wanatutreat vibaya sana. Sijui kama wanataka to kill hii Kenyan music yenye tumeinua juu, waendelee kuleta Nigerian artists, waendelee kuleta Tanzanian artists. We are fighting for Kenyan music. Sisi tuko hapa kuperform, kubamba wase na kuinua industry yetu grow bana. Sisi tukienda perform country nyingine hatuoni kama tunaweza treatiwa hivi. Why are we being treated like this in our own country? Is it fit?
and some celebrities supported them, and people were complaining how Kenyan artists are treated and not so well when they're performing in Kenya compared to when international artists who are treated like kings and queens. But this story evolved even further as other event goers of the Koroga festival took to social media to post their own version of what exactly happened, and I can show you the video now.
Koroga, tumeshukuru
Chinese, kangaroo, 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 everyone kangaroo, sting, 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 sting. Kangaroo, 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 sting, sting,
Honestly, ethic, man.
Yo, man.
Nini mbaya nyinyi?
Bro. Shida iko wapi jamaa?
Home time.
Yo, remember
Thank you so much for coming out tonight.
You can book your swivel using the app. City Hoppers iko pale nje. So please make sure you get home safe. Thank you very much for coming out. Thank you to all our performers. Thank you for everyone for coming through.
So this video insinuates that the group actually started their own fight, and the security officer that they assaulted is the one who should be compensated for what happened. So I don't know who to believe in this ordeal. Should we believe Ethnic Kenya or should we believe the organizers at Koroga Festival? You guys tell me who you believe. I like what Kamene said on her social media about this ordeal.
So I wake up to find out that Ethnic, our very fantastic boys, got into a bit of trouble yesterday. I don't have too much to say about it. I just think that now we're starting to see what lack of mental guidance and actually, proper investment in our young artists is doing. Why were these guys fighting whoever the fight was for? What? Jabs were thrown because these guys this is all they know. This is from the hood. They've been fighting and fighting and fighting to get the acknowledgement and the recognition that they deserve. And now they have it, but you forget that your fujo, that pain and that fight that has taken so long for them to get where they are, is what is still within them. So now you other guys should just come out and mentor and guide. I see how you people are so quick to point fingers and say, oh, sijui ni uta, hudrats, what. No, these young boys are the future. We as a whole country will lose out on this future and the potential that these youngins have and will do for this wider sector if we keep on pointing fingers. You guys should be running to go and support them and mentor and guide so that we can foster this talent the right way. Pointing fingers there and help. Imaneno ya fujo bede mtaacha. Guys, don't try and decipher. I keep on saying you keep on losing the focus. The focus is the music. We need to protect that. Yes? Protect it. So let's make valid concerted efforts to ensure that we are mentoring and guiding and protecting our young musicians, not pointing fingers when shit goes sideways. Can you imagine the amount of mess we'd avoid in the entertainment industry if mentorship was just taken seriously? We're the godfathers of music. Why are you guys not showing these young emerging artists how to maneuver, what to do, We're the promoters, we're the managers. Listen, you can't. I feel like you guys have such high expectations of a young group of boys who are so talented, who have just managed to break into the sector. I'm not trying to say what down was right, but I'm just saying it could have been avoided. This has been mishandled by everybody, including you right there, who is saying that ethic have become what. These young boys are talented. They've gotten this far with all of that fight in them. Can you imagine how much farther they would get if there were proper godfathers in the industry to help maneuver these young guys through this? Come on, guys, look at the bigger picture. It's not about the fight, it's about the lesson. And what we need to do moving forward is to ensure that this doesn't happen, so that artists don't feel aggrieved, so that event organizers don't feel aggrieved. Guys, it's just something so small. Like in hapa hivi kila mtu, like it's whose fault, who did what? Guys, bigger picture, come on. I've met and interacted with these young men on quite a few occasions, and they're the sweetest. I'm just like, but they probably just feel aggrieved. Jukila mtu anawalaumu. Everyone just be looking down on them, and that's what you people have been doing. You've just been looking down on them. They get the wide support, they definitely do, but the minute something goes sideways, the minute there's an opportunity for negative support, wase mnakimbianga huko. So they're built to fight. They're built to fight. Guys, we need to change the narrative. Come on.
Her main message was these artists are young and they need proper guidance and leadership. They need proper management, and they need older artists who've made it in this industry to mentor them and give them guidance so that they leave their old ways behind, and so they can actually grow and evolve to an actual, real Kenyan band that we can all respect and appreciate their music. Whether you like their music or not, Ethic Kenya is here to stay. They've been making controversial music and good music as well, and it's about time. They're just too big to fail at this point. We need to support them, but we also don't want to just support them because they're Kenyan. We want to support them because they make good music. So they need to come out of the box of these ghetto kids who make filthy music. They need to stop degrading our women. They need to stop making their concerts look like Jamaican concerts with all kinds of silly dance moves. And gosh, like I watched one of their concerts, them doing things to women, and I was, I didn't like it. I really did not like it. I hope they can clean up their image and they can clean up their music. I would like to hear better music from them, and I'd like them to get on Sauti Sol's level. Please, get back to making music. It's all about the music. It's all about the music. Make conscious music, make us anthems. We will support you all the way. We will support you. We are ready. There's enough space in the Kenyan music industry for two bands, namely Sauti Sol and Ethic, to coexist and become legends. We appreciate all your music, and we hope that more wins and more success for you in the future. Anyway, that's all from me for today. I'll see you guys later. Bye.